Greetings, ladies and gentlefish, and welcome back to Final Fantasy IX. We are in the Kingdom of Alexandria. We've been introduced to Zidane, the main character of this game, and now we are going to be introduced to the second main character of this game, and he's so cute! Also, in case anyone hadn't wondered, despite the fact that this game doesn't have any actual spoken dialogue, it's all text-based, I find the audio, the soundtrack, awesome for this game. I really do like it. So massive props to the guys who designed the audio track. Anyway, are you alright? Here, you dropped your ticket. Bye-bye! Now, some of you may go, why are you putting on that ghastly accent? Please stop. But I swear to God, there are young girls in this game who, when they speak, it's "you dropped your ticket" with a W. Now, that wasn't actually one of them, but I'm just putting them all under the same canopy. So, we are here in Alexandria, and actually, there's quite a lot to do here. So, straight off the bat, let's not go forwards. We don't want to go forwards. If you go backwards here, you end up in this sort of little squarey thing, and then you can find some items. Now, we're actually going to come back here a little bit later as well, so you can do it then if you want. Yeah. And this is also where you get introduced to a mini-game in this game. So there is a mini card game in this game, as there is in a number of games, but we'll get to that in a bit. So we just picked up a zombie card. Zombie! Then we're going to go over here. Now, they do this slightly differently. You can challenge random people to card matches. The caveat is you must have at least 5 cards, because that is what you need in order to form the bare minimum of a deck. Hey, look, a potion. So that is the caveat here. Now, let's actually start running rather than walking everywhere and boring you all to death. And back here we get a Sahagin card. For anyone familiar with the Final Fantasy series, a lot of these cards, you'll notice, are named after bad guys. And there's a Lizard Man card, so some of these should be familiar. Now, there's 3 cards that we've successfully managed to pick up. Might as well talk to some people while we're here, because we're sociable. Alexandrian soldier, this gate leads outside. Kids shouldn't leave the city by themselves, you know. It's worth bearing in mind. I mean, you'll be introduced to this guy's name and whatnot, but this chap is fairly young. Why, you're no city child, and you aren't a noble child either. I love the fact that none of them are commenting on the fact that they can't even see my face. It's just 2 glowing eyes under this giant hat. But then again, it looks like they're a bird and a lion or something, respectively. So, what do I know? Yeah. Okay, so we've gathered some stuff from back there. Go along the side here, and we can receive another potion. And then if we go along up here... now, this kid is going to turn up later on, the rat kid. Why, you? Get out of my way! In fact, he's going to turn up quite shortly and will then actually become relatively important to the story for a short while. A little bit later. Now, that is everything, I believe. They're just talking to some kids. But it's always worth just double-checking. No, we don't have enough cards to challenge you to a card fight, and even if we did, I really can't be bothered. So let's wander into here. Whoops. No. We'll be introduced to the rat guys later on. Won't get into them now. And this is where you're a right scumbag, because you can go into someone's house and pick up Grandma's savings of 9 whole gil. It's not much money, it doesn't mean much to you, but hey, this is a Final Fantasy game, you're going to pilfer it anyway. There's a potion, and then if we go up here, we're just ransacking this poor lady's house. There's a Fang card. And down we go. Let's talk to the old dear as well and just see what she's got to say for herself. Old woman. Phew! Just a little longer. Did she just scratch her bum? Oh well, old man. Darling, I'm home! I'm not done with Ela's dress yet. Come back later. Every year it's always the same. You're spoiling them grandkids, I say. Ela. There we go. And out we go. So that is, I think, we'll try some of the others, but I'm pretty sure that is the only one of these houses you can actually gain access to from this street. We've already been down there, yeah. So we'll just press onwards. Honourable nobles of Trino, Castle Alexandria is this way. And the nobles clear off. So they're on a tour of the city, basically. Let's go over here and find some more shinies. There's 33 whole gil. It's not a huge amount, but every little helps. A goblin card over there, and then we may be small, but we're going into the pub. Gotta love the pub. Over here, we can find a potion. And then over here, can't remember what's over here, but I remember there being an item or two over here. So there's one there, and I think there's one on the stairs, or near the stairs or something. Oh, is it at the bottom of the stairs? There we go. Another card and a bit more moolah. And... wow. So compared to when I used to play this, it looks like when they brought this game to Steam, they gave it a little bit of a graphical polish. Ashley. Yeah, and there might be little extra bits here and there, I guess. We'll sure be busy tonight, but it'll also be the last time we'll be so busy. Oh, why? Why? Good question. I don't actually know. What's she got to say? Maggie. I gotta get back to work. Oh, is she like a waitress or something? And that looks like a red mage. Male red mage! Called it! I don't know why I'm depressed. I have a ticket to see a great show. I should be happy. Right. That's pretty much everything we've got to do in Das Pub. So we'll just press onwards. Now, let's just see if we can go into any of these places. What have you got to say for yourself? Wow, how'd you get a ticket for the show? You better head straight to the ticket booth in the square. Don't do that, because that continues the story and there's more things we need to do first. You have to get your ticket stamped there before you can enter the castle. Okay, what about over here? Yay! We can go inside and we find what looks like a blacksmith's. Ooh, shinies! 38 gil on the floor! Hurrah! Whoops, I didn't mean to exit. I meant to have a talk with the chap first. Because I'm sociable and I like talking to people. So what have you got to say for yourself, matey boy old chum? Good afternoon. And, okay, it's just a generic item shop. You can buy potion, phoenix down, antidote, eye drop, 10. Don't bother. You don't need it yet. And then onwards into the square. La la la, let's start going round to the right-hand side, and you can go in a number of these buildings, so let's just go in there. You will come back to Alexandria later on, however, often when you do so, some of these buildings... Ooh, an ether, so that restores your MP. Some of these buildings may well be open and some of them maybe not, so it's worth just taking what you can at the time. I'm taking my wife to the theatre tonight, so we shall close soon. So this is they are presumably referring to the theatre production that your bunch of thieves were talking about putting on putting on earlier on. Now let's just go over here very carefully so I can actually get the item that they've positioned in a really awkward point right at the back, so that it's just on the verge of you zoning. There we go. What is it? It is a remedy. Cool. What have these guys got to say for themselves? Shopkeeper, I keep telling my son we'll go out of business, but he never comes home. Ah. Which sword to buy? I wish I had a little more money. And is it here that... There's one of these weapon shops. Oh, hang on. Recruiting new Knights of Pluto members. Will be introduced to the Knights of Pluto in a bit. We are always looking for recruits for the Knights of Pluto in Alexandria Castle. Come, all you brave young men, let us protect the Queen and our beautiful country together. Captain, Knights of Pluto. I think it might be later on. You come back here, and there's a reference to like a ridiculously big sword mounted on the wall, which is a reference to another Final Fantasy game. Final Fantasy VII and the Buster Sword. Is there something over here? Probably. Ooh, hello, what's that? Received Phoenix Pinion. Excellent. Right, let's go in here for now and see if we can find anything. I can't remember if there's anything in here or not. What do you mean there's no vacancies? Yes, you see, really quite sorry. What? I don't believe this! I have a reservation, damn it! Jeez, actually, if he's got a reservation, surely the fact that there are no vacancies would include the fact that one of the rooms he has reserved. So what? Anyway, I'm not going to get involved. Yikes. City people are so scary. Is he a fish? He is a fish! Welcome, guys, to a high fantasy setting. Fishman! Sorry, no vacancies today. Anything over here, or is it just... No. Okay, let's try going up here. Hippo lady, hippo lady. Busy, busy, busy! Pardon me, out of the way, sir. I have important things to be doing. You're not important at all. And there's a balcony, and there's nothing to really see or do there. So... Right, so these girls here, they're a skipping. Worth pointing out, by the way, this ticket booth, that's where the story goes, but we're not going there yet. These girls who are skipping, you can take part in their skipping challenge thing. You can do this again later on in the game as well. If you do it, there are prizes available for the more times you successfully skip on the rope. I'll show you what it's like in a moment. The prizes are cards for this little mini card game. The thing is that there is an achievement for getting every single card with every single arrow combination. I'll explain that in a bit. Available. The problem is it takes freaking ages to get. It's so long-winded. So I'm not going to bother for this playthrough. I don't think I've ever actually managed to do it. Such a long amount of time. And yeah, the card game's fun, but it's not fun enough for me to care that much. The other thing they give you is a little reward for being awesome at skipping, basically. And if you complete a run with 50 skips or more in a row at once, they will actually say something later on in the game to you. It's just a little conversation changer. So let's have a go now and see how we get. You want to try? Ah, damn it. Screwed it up. I only managed it twice there. I'll try again in a sec. Come play with us again. So basically every time there's the exclamation mark over your character's head, you want to jump. You want to hit X if you're playing this on the PlayStation, or B if you're using an Xbox controller on the PC, or whatever confirm is. The thing is, you have to be very careful with your timing, and the challenge is actually a bit of a pain in the wazoo. I'll try it once more, and then we're just going to move onward. Ah, screwed the timing up again. It takes practice to get the timing perfect, and it can actually be a kind of annoying challenge. Anyway, we're going to go over this way. So rather than faffing around with that, I'm just going to push onward for now. So we end up over in the alley. Sorry, I'm singing it. I do apologise. Now, there are some more houses that you can visit over here. Hello, what's that? Rooftops for the masses. No nobility, no ticket, no problem. Enjoy the show from the rooftops. Assemble here by the steeple at sundown. Together the people will prevail. Proletariat patrons movement. Playing this again, it does actually occur to me that I know this is maybe this is overanalyzing things, but there's actually a really significant rich-poor divide in this game. Now, I think that's potentially intentional because it is kind of a... Ooh, eye drops. It is a kind of fantasy setting with a sort of medieval feel to it. Oh, hello again. That's the girl who runs past you earlier on. So I guess that's probably intentional, but worth bearing in mind nonetheless. We're going to come back here in a bit because we need that girl to have moved. I think... you go up here, the girl runs out, there we go, and then you go back to the house. See, I remember things. And then the girl's no longer there, and then you can raid whatever there was up here. And it is 3 whole gil. Is there anything else? Because if it's only 3 gil, that's a pretty garbage reward. No, it's 3 gil, because, you know, to hell with you. Well, never mind. It wasn't exactly too difficult to get. So, we're over here. We will come back to this chap in just a moment. Boatman, hey kid, don't even think about trying to sneak into the castle by boat. I tried that last year, but them guards, they caught me lickety-split. I think if we go over here... Ah, this is Tommy. My kitten, Mittens, ran away. Tell me if you see him, okay? We will tell you because you give us a reward. And we're very materialistic. Retired boatman. Them newfangled mist-powered ship... Oh, sorry. I should really put the correct action on. Them newfangled mist-powered ships float through the air, but 2 ships are supposed to float on water, right, Sonny? Sounds a little bit like a Hypello from Final Fantasy X. Never mind. Right, that is a hint to the newly developed... Well, to the airships that you have in this game. So... This is the church chapel thingamajiggy. Let's find some shinies. There's a tent round there. I think there's another item somewhere around here. Ooh, there we go. That looks promising. Potion. Okay. We're also going to be introduced to the save system in this game. I think. Maybe. Pull rope. Because I think this drops some stuff for you. Or does it only do it later on? I can't remember. No, only does it later on. Fair enough. In fact, actually, no, let's just keep going. Can we get out? No, okay. So, in a bit, this will be the way we come for story purposes, but we've come here a little bit early, and it's also that bit of story, I think, that triggers the introduction to the save system on this game. So, I think with all that done, we may well have pretty much... Oh, no, I remember. There was Tommy and his kitten, Mittens, wasn't there? Excellent. So, if you go... Right, this little bit here, it's an underground theatre. The mini theatre, sorry. It's currently under construction. If you come back to this later on in the game, it will be open for business. So, we're going to come through here... And we're going to go right back to that bit we went to right at the beginning. All the way back here. We're looking for, I think it's a black cat, if memory serves. And he will be found wandering... Oh, no, it's a ginger cat. There he is. He'll be found wandering around over here. Meow. Oh, you found him. Somehow, Tom is psychic and comes running as soon as you find the cat. Come here. Thanks. Now, if you go back to him... There's a lot of running around, I know. If you go back to him, he gives you a card, if memory serves. So we're going to go right the way back to where he is next to the next to the church chapel thingamajiggy. And... the skipping goes. And we're gonna get whatever reward it is he has to give us. Give me your shinies. Thanks. Here, this is for you, and you get a bomb card. Cool. So if you have a look at the menu, card is a... Whoops. I'm gonna watch the play from the rooftop with Mittens. Cool. So these are the cards that you've got so far. And if you have a look at the cards, among other things, you'll notice they each have a series of arrows on them. So for example, this Goblin card has 1 arrow to the top left, Fang has 1 to the right and 1 to the bottom right, and so on and so forth. They're essentially randomly generated. There are a total of 100 different cards you can have, so this grid has 100 rows and 100 columns. There are also 100 different arrow combinations that it is possible to get. In order to get the top rank card collector. You can see my card level at the moment, 100 points, and I'm a beginner. In order to get the top level card collector, you must find all 100 cards and have all 100 different arrow combinations. Now, there are more than 100 cards available in the game. You get duplicates, so you might get 7 fangs, for example. Each one will have a different arrow combination. The arrow combinations on each card are randomly determined, but I believe the game does ensure that there'll be at least one of each card type, if that makes sense, so that it is possible to complete this challenge. Now, I'm not going to faff around with it too much. I might try the skipping challenge a bit in my own time without recording it, because, God, that would be tedious to watch, and see if I can get some of the rewards from that. But I'll do that later, because you can come back to those skipping girls later on. Yeah, essentially. So, or I might even start a separate game file just to see if I can show you that. But I've never actually managed to receive it, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. But that's the cards. We're going to have details of the card combat system in a bit, so let's not worry about that too much. Just going to have a look at equipment. Can you guess what class this guy is yet? He comes with a mage staff. Hint, hint. We're actually going to give him... No, we're not going to give him the wrist. We're going to give the wrist to Zidane. The way abilities work in this game is that you'll notice, for example, the mage staff has fire as an ability that can be learned. Every time you go into a battle, you will receive ability points, and that levels up that ability. When you have an item equipped with a particular ability, you may use that ability, but when you de-equip the item, you can't use the ability anymore. If, however, you learn the ability, so for example, fire here takes 25 ability points to learn, once an ability is learned, the character can use it regardless of whether they have the appropriate item equipped or not. So for example, this wrist, Vivi is not able to learn the ability on it because it's a thiefy type ability, but Zidane would be able to because he's a dirty, dirty tea leaf. So I'm actually going to save that wrist to give to Zidane. It's not as if this character, who still hasn't been introduced, is really going to have any combat at all for you to worry about. Anyway, with all that said and done, I'm pretty sure there's nothing left for me to do except actually advance the plot. I know, advancing plot, what is this, witchcraft? So, with that in mind, let's go over to the ticket booth and talk to the nice gentleman there. I'm just quickly double checking that I haven't missed anything. I'm pretty sure that's everything. So, let's go and talk to... Just double check. Yeah, so we're going to talk to these people. Peek into the booth. Ticketmaster, can I help you, son? Right, let's we'll go through these options just for a bit of information. This year's performance is the masterpiece I Want to Be Your Canary. The Tantalus Company is performing. Tantalus is a thieves' guild. It's not a theatre company, but he doesn't know that. What kind of troupe is Tantalus? They're star performers from Limblum, the Regency to the west, with accompaniment by Lav Ladies. Star performers, where the hell did you hear that from? Anyway, what's I Want to Be Your Canary about? This play is a tale of romance between a noble and a peasant. You really must see it. Think a watered-down version of Romeo and Juliet, and you won't be too far wrong. Tell me about Alexandria. The Kingdom of Alexandria is a fine country, ruled by Queen Bran. Who's Queen Bran? Did you know Queen Bran has a beautiful daughter, Princess Garnet? I asked who the Queen was, and you automatically go to her cute daughter. Anyway. Today is Princess Garnet's 16th birthday, you know. So basically, this play is being put on as a celebration of the princess's 16th birthday. Her Highness is a beautiful princess and everyone in Alexandria loves her. Creepily enough, this is Garnet's birthday. This is her 16th birthday. I'm just going to leave that there. For those of you in some countries with certain legal requirements, that seems just a little bit dubious. Anyway. Is Princess Garnet really that pretty? Why, she's the most beautiful princess in the history of Alexandria. Unfortunately, I've heard strange things about Queen Bran recently. Now, those strange things about Queen Bran are going to come back to haunt us. So bear that in mind. Ticketmaster, what's this? There's something odd about this ticket. Why, it's another fake. I've seen so many today. No! Crushing defeat. Now, don't cry. I know how you must feel. Here, I'll give you these. Do try to cheer up now. Goblin card, Fang card, Skeleton card. Talk to Alleyway Jack to learn more about cards. Good luck, lad. Now, I'm not going to go and talk to Alleyway Jack because I know how to play the card game, and also because at the moment he's a bit of a pain to beat. As he will challenge you to a game of Tetramaster, which is the card game, and yeah, he's difficult to beat. Blast it! Dante, the sign maker. Hey, you made me miss you, little klutz. Yes, me falling flat on my face means that it's your fault you hit your thumb with a hammer. Get over yourself. Love the fact that the sign maker's called Dante as well. Seems a bit melodramatic. Phew, that shouldn't do it. Well, it's been a long day. No one cares. Go away. You fat blighter. Hey, look, it's the rat kid again. Hey, you, Shrimp, you're the one with the phony ticket, ain't ya? How do you know you weren't there? That is the second psychic child we have encountered in this city. I saw the guy tell you it was fake. From where? Right. Yeah, it's fake. I'll let you see the show if you become my slave. It doesn't really matter what option you pick. Yes, he does say slave. So you have to become this kid's slave for a short period of time. What do you say? Sure, why not? Because plot. Awesome, now for the first assignment. You go stand over there and see if anyone's coming. So you're playing watch. It's clear. You can go, there's someone coming, but it just delays things. Engage according to mission parameters. God, this kid is so immature. And then he steals a ladder, which is very unbecoming behaviour of him for reasons that will become apparent somewhat later on, and that... Oh, bother. Yeah, thought I'd demonstrate that. That is a thief who will mug you for Gil if you try and talk to him. You'll encounter him again later on. He's a man with 4 arms. Ooh. Again, Final Fantasy fans may well find some sort of reference in there. Now we're going to climb up this tower. It's very dangerous. You go first. Thanks! I guess I am the slave. So we've already raided this for all the shinies. You look up, and then a small animal falls into your face. Ah, what the heck was that? Sorry about that, Kupo. That's Kupo. He's a Moogle. Kupo! And this is slave number 1. Try to get along. Okay? Kupo, pleased to meet you. Sorry, I enter you in Moogle Diary. I'd never noticed before how horrible that grammar is. Oh god. If you want to save game onto save folder, just ask us Moogles, Kupo. They leave out the, and oh, it makes me angry. And you can regain health if you have a tent, Kupo. You understand? If you say that once more, I might stab you with a knife. Which is appropriate for reasons that we'll come on to later. Glad I can help, Kupo. Alright, time for some upward mobility. So having told you to go first, he then goes first. After the danger has hit you in the face. Gotta love that kid. Okay, come on up, slave. Stiltskin. This guy is going to, bear him in mind. Kupo, you here? Kupo, Stiltskin. Why that get up? You leaving, Kupo? Yeah, and this time I might be away for a long time. I miss you, Kupo. Now, don't you worry. I'll write. Okay, Kupo. Well, I'm off. Take care. Oh, and say hi to Mosh in the castle for me. So, being introduced to another little mini side quest thing. Pointy Hat Boy, was that a friend of yours? Yes, Kupo. A very special one, Kupo. I'm going to take that innocently. Hey, slave! I thought I ordered you up here. Right. So, time to make record already, Kupo. Okay. Let's go on to Mognet. Kupo, I'll tell you about Mognet. Mognet is a mail delivery system between Moogles. We can send and receive letters to and from Moogles in other locations, Kupo. But delivery has been very sporadic lately, so I want you to help us deliver mail, Kupo. Will you help us? Sure. Yep. I have a favour to ask, Kupo. I want you to deliver a letter to Monty. Okay. Thanks, Kupo. So you have a letter from Kupo to Monty. Now, sometimes you do occasionally think, you lazy son of a gun, you could go and deliver it yourself. He's just over there. But never mind. It's fine. Save. Save. And then this adorable Moogle, whose grammar makes my eyes and ears bleed, opens up a book and physically writes down your save file. Which is a bit odd. But whatever, I guess. Sure, let's romp with it. And makes cute sounds as it does so. Okay, so that was saving. Mognet, basically in order to keep the Mognet chain going, you need to deliver... So say, for example, if I deliver a letter to Monty, which is what I've been asked to do, Monty will give me a letter to deliver to someone else, they will give me a letter to deliver to someone else, and so on, and so on, and so forth. The reasons as to why Mognet has been a little bit messed up lately, well, you'll come onto that later on if you do some of the side quests. But that's not until much, much later. Alright, the play's going to start if we don't hurry. Come on, get over here. Let me guess, you're afraid of heights, aren't you? It's okay, just pretend you're on the ground. And then... Come on already, we're running out of time. Okay, so, can I actually go back at this point? No, the game says no. Which means I've, for now, missed the cards in the bell tower, which is slightly irritating, but not the end of the world. You can come back here, ring the bell, and you'll get even more cards later on. So, it's not that big a deal. There are random treasures hidden on these rooftops, though, by the way. Not again. But don't worry, it won't fall. Can you guess what's going to happen? Way! I guess it fell. You, sir, you are a dick. No point in worrying now, right? You got this poor little kid who's terrified of heights. Hey, look, Gil. And, oh, you are such a conniving... Anyway. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. I don't even know your name. We finally learned the name of this new character. Race, black mage, gender male, age appears to be 9, dominant hand right, his default is Vivi, we're just going to go with it, you can call him whatever you like. So, your name's Vivi, huh? Kind of funny name. Says the guy who's called Rat Kid. My name's Puck. Pleased to meet you. Now, I always wondered if that was a reference to A Midsummer Night's Dream. No idea. He certainly behaves like it could be. He's a capricious son of a gun. So check out all these little hidey holes for anything that might, well, give you something. See if we can go down here. I want your shinies. Give me your shinies. Alright, let's try going over here then. There's one over here. 63 gil. Yay! Tiny amounts of money. Well, I say tiny. I mean... Yeah, at least I got back, as Loki points out, at least I got back some of the money that I got mugged for. Right. That, I believe, is how... Which way was the... Oh, no. This is more shinies. 92 gil. It's going up. So how much have we got at the moment? 800 exactly. It'd be 840 something if we hadn't been mugged. But, you know, c'est la vie. So... Is there really nothing down here for us to get? Oh, that makes me sad. But I like shinies. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, sad face. Alright, so we're going to go up here, cross here, and continue with the story then. Phew! We finally made it. After this wall, we'll be inside the castle. Come on, let's go. And there we go.